We've been working in retail for years, and it seemed the only conversation people were having was about sustainability and traceability. From that, we had the light bulb moment. We've got to grow cotton. No one's doing it right now, so why shouldn't it be us? We had the connections, we had the technology, we have the science, we have the know-how in brand development, we have all of these things, and we have connections into retail as well. And we started on that journey. One of the things I was looking to do was set up something in a unit near here, growing hydroponically. After a few months of developing, placed an order 6 months ago. They've been manufacturing them. Last week was about picking them up, putting them on long wheelbase vehicles, shipping them down to Sutton Bonington to the university campus and dropping them on site so that they can pick them up and start using them now. They've never been involved with cotton before because, you know, little to nobody has. But we worked with them and with the university to specify, you know, well, what do we think the labs should have in terms of controls, lighting range, you know, height of growing and all sorts of things. And we evolved this specification together. After a few months of research and development, we're finally having our laboratory delivered to the university in Nottingham that's going to help us with the research and study that we're doing into growing cotton in controlled environment agricultural setting.
The idea here is to develop vertical farming concepts for cotton, which is normally a field crop, but to make cotton more sustainable and to reduce inputs into cotton production. The idea here is to develop means of growing it in what's called a vertical farm environment. So that's an indoor environment where we control lighting, we control temperature and humidity, and we can even control the light quality.
The added value of this new unit is we can manipulate the light and the wavelengths in novel ways to increase the water use efficiency and the nitrogen use efficiency.
Reducing your overall cost in terms of nutrient uptake, in terms of the energy supply you are providing here, and also the water cost. So lots of energy you can save by reducing the overall life cycle of the cotton plants.
We've been waiting for this for 4 years, to be honest with you. And only in the last 2 years did it begin to look possible that we were going to do it. And I've been pushing on this real hard for a long, long time. And it is quite an emotional moment, to be fair. It's a big deal. It's a really big deal, yeah. There's only ever one price, it's whatever somebody's willing to pay, right? And we've got to drive our price down. The environmental story around this and the purpose and being seen to be part of this early doors, early adopter is important for my retail brand, whoever they are, right? So they might pick it up and run with it. Knowing that in the background we're still developing the abundance and the cost effectiveness and driving the price down to get it to a point where we can say, right, we're ready to really scale up now and start creating huge amounts of this cotton that will be at a price that is acceptable to retail. The global cotton field's about the size of Germany. If you massed it all together, it's a really big space. And we believe that with the methods that we're using and developing, that we'll get that down to something like the Comoros Islands. It's like 0.4% of the land that we'll need. And in an ideal world, it will be going back to the independent cotton growers' fields and saying, well, steward your land now. We're going to rewild it and turn the planet back to nature so it can heal itself. You know? Being at the forefront of that development of something so new and so important and being part of a whole movement around vertical farming and controlled environment, I think it's a privilege really, and one I don't want to see pass by. You know, we're going to make it happen. Why does the world need our cotton? Well, because it's really the only cotton that can claim to be truly sustainable. All of the cotton is not sustainable.